this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. We are finally back to normal in my lovely world. The chaos of the last couple episodes are now over. If you don't know what I'm on about, maybe go and check those out, because things have been going a little bit crazy around here. But now we're going to be going back to the funland, and I have a brand new minigame that I want to build, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. Something else that should hopefully be a lot of fun is eating my breakfast. So let's go and nom 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 nom. Delicious. And Barnaby, you can stand up and you can join me, and I'm going to keep you with me today, Barnaby, because I know I've been with Barnaby a lot over the last couple episodes, but not been in the best situation with Barnaby. So I'm just happy that he's safe and sound and back with me, and we can, hopefully just enjoy some better times with each other. Anyway, oh, look at you standing to attention there. I know why you're standing there. You're standing next to your side. I added all of my hero helpers to my love garden in the last episode, and they have been very happy since. But today, on this side to the left, I am adding Charlie and Jack, and the reason I'm adding them is because they made a Lego laptop which looks like it's playing Minecraft with me on it. And that's a really crazy idea that they had. And look how good it is. It looks absolutely incredible. The screen is amazing. I love my big googly eyes and the diamond sword. I think it looks fantastic. So thank you so much, Charlie and Jack, for doing that. And welcome to my love garden. Okay, then let's go down to the you but there teleporter, which is where we're going to teleport to the funland. And I'll explain a little bit more about what this game is going to be once we arrive there. But it's going to be using a mechanic, an item, I guess, that I have never really used properly before. Not for anything worthwhile, anyway. So I'm rather looking forward to doing that. But first, let me go into the teleporter. We need to press number 2 to get to the right one on the other side. And let's go and head off to the funland. Okay, then. I do believe we should be just about at the funland now, hopefully, because I'm going to be opening the doors. And this is where we are building, right next to the, I can never remember the name of this game. The drop and flop and knock and dock or something. What's it called? The dodge and drop. There we go. That's the name of the game. I always forget the name of that game for some reason. So yeah, we're building next to here. And the mechanic that we're using, I might as well just go and craft one for you now, is a furnace in a minecart. And I have used one before. I used it to make a little toy train in the toy shop, which was a pretty cool use for it, I thought. But I had a good idea for a game that we could do with it. So let me just go and make myself a furnace. And I think you just basically combine them. I don't think I even need a crafting table. I think you literally have a furnace and then a minecart, and then you just put them in together. There we go. So this is what we're going to be using, and let me just show you a little bit how they work, just in case you haven't used them, because they're not actually in every version of Minecraft. So let's say we have a track going down here like this, and then let's just put a block at the end so it doesn't go flying off. You can probably see how things are going here. I put it down there like that, and if I get some charcoal and put it in, it just goes and rides off like a little train, and it goes on for a really long time as well. So say if I had like a really big track going in this direction, it would keep going along for pretty much this entire track. It would go on for absolutely ages. But the twist is, no pun intended, when you see what I'm about to do, is if I do a twist in the track, for some reason turns really slow it down. I have no idea why, but when it goes around corners, it just doesn't like it, and it slows down really fast. So if I go and do another experiment here, just to explain this, and I think there's something. What's got into Barnaby? What's Barnaby doing? He's just so happy. He's just so happy to be free of that horrible castle. Look at him just jumping around and dancing. That's the Barnaby we know and love. Look, I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you this experiment, but I just can't stop looking at Barnaby just bouncing around, going crazy. There's got to be something under the ground there that's got his attention, but I want to leave it there because I love seeing him jumping around. So yeah, it will go in a straight line for ages, but then once it starts getting to the twisty bit, it will slow down pretty fast and probably come to a stop, or pretty much come to a stop. It slowed down a lot at least anyway. So that's generally the concept of this game, is along those lines. So there's going to be a windy track, and then your aim is to get the minecart to the other person's side by putting the charcoal in, and then the other person's going to be trying to make it go the other direction, and you're also fighting after charcoal. There's going to be one dropper, which is going to be in the middle. You've got to run and get the charcoal out, and then you kind of got to switch between putting the charcoal in and then going to grab more charcoal. So you've got to decide, do you want to build up loads and then try and do a bunch in a row or keep going back and forth. So yeah, despite the fact it is a game about putting charcoal inside of a furnace, there's actually a lot of strategy, and I want to join in with the dancing because everyone's jumping up and down and dancing. But we should probably actually start building at some point today. Right then, so as I said, we're building right next to this game here, and the first thing I'm going to do is do the outline and the style of the minigame. Let me once again give you a little demonstration of what the style is going to be. This is going to be the style. Power rails. Power rails are going to be the style. It's basically supposed to look like, not exactly like, but inspired by, I guess is that a good way to say it, inspired by the look of an enormous power rail. So that's going to be the general style, and so for this like outline bit here, I'm just going to use half slabs because I'm not going to be using iron blocks because that would be crazy. So yeah, we're going to leave one gap here because that's going to be like where the track part is, and then we're going to do yeah, this going all the way around the outside. So we need to go 45 blocks along. So rather than having to count it out, let's do it my cheaty way. If I get 44 blocks, because I've already put one down, and then I can basically just count all of these down, and I know it should be 100% correct. Should be, hopefully. That's the aim, at least. So this is going to go all the way to the other side. So as you can see, it's going to be a pretty long game. It's going to go on for... Well, the games won't last for a long time, but it needs to be quite a big stretch, because otherwise you could just put in one bit of charcoal, and it's going to go all the way to the end. And this is actually a game I've been planning to make for ages. In fact, people that watch my behind-the-scenes videos may have seen versions of this game. It didn't look like this. I've changed the look of the game a lot, but kind of this concept I've had for a very long time, and it was only when I worked out about having the wiggly track that I've actually been able to do it properly. So we now need to go 7 across here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is going to go all the way back to the other side, and this is going to be the main play space. This is going to be where the actual tracks are, and then there's also going to be above here another trail of half slabs, which is basically to block you. We want to make sure that you can't just run and like punch the minecart or knock it. So there's just going to be an opening so you can place the charcoal through, but you won't actually be able to get to where the minecart is. So that's going to be the kind of the general way that's going to work. And then there's just going to be a fenced off area in the front, which is where the players are going to be. So William Beaver, I can see you are eager. You want to begin digging, so go ahead, begin digging. I think there's, yep. That was beautiful. I was mid-sentence. Barnaby, William, I was about to say, I think there's a hole under the ground here. Be careful. You break one block and then you're straight down. That is amazing. So yeah, be careful of that, William Beaver. But apart from that, we can start digging away this area. And Barnaby, see... I was going to tell him to sit down, but he's just so happy jumping around. I can't do that to him. I can't take away the happiness of him jumping around. I just get scared when there's like pits of water like that, because I've had bad experiences with dogs in the future, in the past, sorry, not in the future, hopefully not in the future. So it just makes me worry a little bit. And so yeah, while he's digging away that section, I'm going to go and do the track. So remember my inspiration of the track? Be very careful of Barnaby as well. He's not making it easy for you, is he? So yeah, I want this to kind of look like a giant power rail, seeing as a lot of the game's going to have power rails. So I'm just going to do blocks like, oh, I can't place it there. Yeah, blocks like this the entire way around. And then like the rest of the area is just going to be normal grass. I'm not going to fill it in with anything because I want it to look like it's just a giant track, as if it was just placed down on the ground in my world. So I didn't really want to put anything else on the underneath. So it's going to probably look a little bit weird compared to some of my other mini games, which, you know, are huge towers of wall and really colorful and really complex. This one's going to probably look almost a little bit more simple compared to them, but that's because I want to stick with the style. And Barnaby, where are you? You stay where I can see you, Barnaby. I get so scared of all of these pits all over the place. I might go and start filling in some of the ground. And oh, that side looks a little bit easier to do, William Beaver. How has he done all of that already? He digs so fast. So yeah, let me go and start showing you the pattern. So let's just do one block of each, just to kind of show you what the pattern is. So yeah, let me go and look at the power rail again, and you kind of see what I'm going to do. So we got the gold, and then we got kind of these tracks here. So what we're going to do is it's going to be this is yellow concrete to do the outside. It's then going to go to red, which is kind of like the redstone power rail part of the rail, I guess. And then the big difference is that the middle is just going to be these wooden slabs, because there does have a lot of wood in the design of them, and it's just kind of quite important to the gameplay. So this little back section here, this doesn't really play into the game at all. It's basically just here to make the game look better. And also there's a little bit of redstone that needs to go under the ground. So I could probably explain a little bit more about exactly how the game works. I realize I haven't done that. So the way the game starts is there's going to be 2 pressure plates on the side, and Barnaby is really not making things easy for William. So yeah, there's going to be 2 pressure plates on the side, which are going to be on top of these. Both players need to stand on them for the game to start. So both players need to be ready, and they're going to be a little bit to like the side of each other. And then once they do that, that launches down the minecart with the furnace in, which is going to be slightly higher up, which will launch down into the middle. Then there's going to be the dropper in the ground with a pressure plate on that they need to keep running back and forth to. And then once it gets to the end, the track, which will kind of be on both sides here, it will loop around this way, go across with a bunch of power rails, and then in the middle part up here, there's going to be the race section, so it goes up, it gets stopped by a unlit power rail, and then you're ready to start the game again. So one of my favorite things about this game and other games like it is that it sets itself up. You play a game, the way the game ends sets it up perfectly for the next game. So if you like the game, you can play it, you can finish playing, then you can play it again, and then you can play it again and again and again and again. Like there's no resetting it, redoing redstone, destroying things. You can literally just play the game again and again and again and again. So, if you like the game, that would be a very good thing. And Barnaby, where are you? Okay, still jumping around like crazy. Oh, I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. So yeah, let's go and fill in the rest of this section here. And then we can go and start adding in some of the power rails as well, I guess. So while I'm adding in the rails, do you want to do what I've done on that side, William, on the other side? So just add in all of these blocks just in the same place, but in the opposite side, just to make it look like a mirror. So you can probably see already a little bit how it's like a power rail. If I go back to my examples here, if you look at that, you can see the shape of it. Of course, the middle section is where it's different, but, I'm not literally trying to make it look like a power rail. It's just an inspired design by a power rail. So this track is going to loop around like this here, and then it's going to zigzag. It's going to zigzag like this the entire way along, and it means that you probably need to do, I'd say on average 3 or 4 bits of charcoal to be able to get it up. But of course, both players are going to be doing the same thing. So you're going to push it along to this side, and then they're going to push it back. And there's quite a skill to it as well, because you want to make sure you're placing the charcoal, and building up momentum and doing it when it's facing the right way. Because it is possible for you to put in the charcoal, and then the minecart goes in the direction that you don't want it to go in. And so that's kind of part of the challenge as well. The other thing, which is a little bit weird about the game, is it doesn't start in the middle. So where the power rail first drops down isn't exactly in the middle. It's a couple blocks off. And the only reason for that is because if you imagine like you send a minecart going down here, it's not just going to stay exactly on this block. It will kind of go forward a little bit. So it's a little bit wonky, I guess. It looks a little bit wonky, but it makes it so that the game is fair, which ultimately matters, I guess, a little bit more than what the game looks like. Making sure that one person doesn't win every time because they get a big advantage at the beginning. And to be fair, it wouldn't even be that big of an advantage anyway. Sorry, just every time I turn around, I just see Barnaby jumping around. I don't even want to look what's down there. I don't even want to know what it is. I just want to think that he is just happy just jumping around because he's just in a very good mood today. But yeah, this is going to loop around to here. This section works out a little bit different because there's that block not there, but it works out the same because I do 1 extra normal track here before I do power rails, which basically means that once you got the minecart to the power rails, it means it's not coming back whatsoever. So it means that there's the same amount of distance you need to get it to travel until you've won the game. So it once again might not look equal, but I promise you it is, or should be. Hopefully it is. We'll see. Right then, so I've got a bunch of power rails here. I'm gonna need quite a few of these. These are gonna basically go all the way along the back section here. So I probably won't bother building the part that gets raised up now because there's a whole bunch of redstone that needs to go according to that to make sure that, you both stand in the pressure place. And it's not difficult. I'd just rather not deal with it right now. I'd rather deal with it in the future. So these don't need to all be power rails. They could be like normal tracks as well. But I just feel like if there's power rails, it's just going to speed the whole thing along a little bit. So yeah, this is largely the main part of the gameplay side done. And oh, Willy Beaver's got some power rails. Yeah. Do you want to go and put them down there? I had run out of mine. So the other big part that we need to do for the gameplay is to do the blocker section, I guess, is the only way I can think of saying it. The part that makes it so you don't just walk into the middle of the game and just block the minecart with your body, which would be funny, but kind of cheating. So we want to make sure that we can block you. So the way to do that is I'm just here going to have a couple blocks going up. So I'm going to go 2 blocks and then a half slab. And then if I put another trail of half slabs along the top here like this, basically what it means is I can run to here. I could put the charcoal in. I can see everything, but I bang my head if I try to go in. I should probably stop doing that because it's going to hurt in a little bit. So yeah, that part's going to go the whole way along there. So what I'm going to do, William, I'm going to start marking out where the fences go, and then while I go and fill all of this area in, do you want to go and give me a hand with them? So we need a bunch of oak fences. Hopefully I'm going to have enough oak wood for this, because I'm going to need to use a lot of these. And then we're also going to put some oak pressure plates on top of them, once again just for a little bit of extra decoration. And this is just basically to mark the play space. So the fences are going to start here from where it links up with these blocks, so we have it 2 blocks away from there. And it's going to go down to, oh, there we go. Finally sat down, Barnaby. Finally going to get out of our way. And it's going to go to here. Then it's going to go all the way along here like this. And then we just leave like, I guess, 3 block wide entranceway in the middle. And then these pressure plates as well are just going to be, oh, where am I going? I'm going back into the dodge and drop. I've been eyeing it up all day. I do like that game, actually. We will play that game again in the future. And actually, speaking about that, I've mentioned it a few times before. I don't think I've ever actually mentioned it in a Lovely World video. But I do have a plan for a new series where I'm going to do it where, oh, I can't get in. Let's just kind of guess where the middle is, right? Let me do my challenge. Let's see if I can guess the exact middle. Oh, it's tricky. It's a long one here. This is like 47 blocks along, including there. Is that what you reckon, William? I feel like it's going to be a bit more to the right. I reckon it's here. That's where I reckon the exact middle is. Feel free to count and to see who ends up right. But yeah, I am planning on starting a new series where we're going to be playing in my lovely world, playing just minigames all day long. So I'll just start at the funland. I won't be doing the love garden or getting a dog or teleporting, all of that stuff. I'll literally just start at the game I want to play, and we just play the game all video, maybe even play more than one game, and then it will just be a series all about playing my games, because so many people tell me, and I hear you, saying that I spend all of this time building my mini games, then I never play them. Like, I play them once and then they just sit there gathering dust and I never use them again. And I want to fix that. So if you were thinking, Stampy, you spend too long building and not enough time playing, I have heard you. I am listening. I'm planning a series, and I'm also thinking about doing it on the Xbox One as well, just to make it look a bit nicer and to make it so the game doesn't lag as much. So yeah, that is something that will be coming up at some point in the future. So was it directly in the middle? Is that the actual real middle? So we were both wrong, but we were both wrong in the same way. We were both off by 1 block. So yeah, there can be the entranceway into the middle there. And I guess if I, do I have any more fences? There we go. I got exactly the right amount of fences. We can just do like a little bit of an entrance way along there like that. And then, yeah, let's just go and start adding in a few more of the oak pressure plates along the top there like that. And then in terms of like the game functioning, that's mostly it done. The only part that isn't done is the thing to start the game, to get the charcoal and to kind of reset the game. So, okay, I guess there is quite a lot that is still needed to be done. But in terms of like the structure of the game, I guess it's then pretty much built. So what I think I'll do with these pressure plates is I'll alternate between these and then torches as well, because I want the game to be really lit up, because it's not inside a building or doesn't have like big protective walls all over the place. I want the game to be properly lit up, one, so we can see what we're doing, and also just to make sure the googlies don't spawn. And look at this! I had the exact right amount of pressure plates. I can't believe that. That keeps happening recently. It keeps happening where I have the exact right amount of blocks. It happened not long ago when I built my helicopter, and it's just happened again. There's been a change in luck. There's been a change in luck at the moment where I keep making the exact right amount of something that I need, which never normally happened before. Normally I'd have one not enough, and now I end up having just the exact right perfect amount. So tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of these torches around here, and then I guess we can have a bit of a tester game. Just a bit of a tester go, just to kind of give a general idea of how it will work. Of course, it's going to be different because we're going to have just a bunch of charcoal on us anyway, and the getting the charcoal is a big part of the game, and basically where most of the strategy is. Like I said earlier, do you want to go and build up loads of charcoal and use it at the same time, or do you want to just kind of try and get an early victory and just kind of get a few bits of charcoal? That is where a lot of the strategy is going to come from. But let me just kind of show you exactly how frantic it is when you're trying to just send this minecart all over the place. So let me just go and craft a new one here. So yeah, I'll meet you in the middle here, William, and I will go and pass you half of my charcoal. And the first person to get it onto the power rails, I guess we can do it that way, is going to be the winner. So let's just line it up for this one in the exact middle, which means it needs to be here. And tell you what, let's start from the outside, because you normally wouldn't start right next to it. I'll go 3, 2, 1. After 1, we charge in, and I'm trying to get it to the left to your side. You're trying to get it to the right to my side. So you're trying to get it to the direction of the mini game that I keep trying to go inside of and always forget the name of. Okay, understood? Right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and go, 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 go. Right, go this way, go this way. There we go. That was a good start by me. I was able to get it sent off, and you can see it just wiggling its way down there. I don't know. I sent it back my way, I think. I don't know if that was me or William Beaver, actually, but I told you, you can sometimes accidentally send it back the way it came from. And I think it depends on, like, which way the minecart's facing when you place it. So that's just going to be something we're going to have to learn. As always with these minigames, I try not to play them too much before we do the tournament, because I always like to kind of discover the strategy in those videos. So I know the game works, but I don't exactly know what's going to be the best way to do it. And that was a good defense there by William Beaver. I thought I was going to be able to win, but he brought it back. I'm so close now, though, and there we go. I'm on the power rail, so that would have been my victory. So, of course, in the actual game, as I said, we wouldn't have a whole load of charcoal on us, so the game would probably last a little bit longer than that, but that was still fun. That was still fun. I know, you don't have to go stropping and throwing your charcoal all over the place, William. It was only a little test again. No, calm down, William. I've never seen you so angry. You've gone bright red. Oh, dear. Only joking. So, yeah. In the next episode, we're going to get this done. We're going to get this done. It won't be too much to do. We'll have the race section at the top there. We'll have the charcoal dispenser, and then we just have the starting mechanism, and then we'll be able to have a proper tester game. I also need to come up with a name. This is a nameless game. I've had a few bad pun name ideas. I've had, like, first to furnish, like first to, like, finish, but furnace, and then, like, I don't know, there's a few other bad ones like that. So hopefully I'll come up with a better name. Otherwise, it's going to be another awful name in my funland, just like Dodge and Drop. Actually, I like that name. I just never remember it. I don't know why. But anyway, that is the end of this episode here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will, of course, as always, leave a link down in the description to the next episode once it's online. But for now, thank you so much, William Beaver, for helping. Thank you so much, Barnaby, for keeping me jolly entertained by jumping up and down. And thank you to you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!